one has dropped. Gonna just mess around in some best of one, experiment with some of the new cards, new decks. We're starting off with Kithkin, so this is a green-white beatdown deck. Realistically, you should probably be playing Llanowar Elves, Badgermole Cub, and Ouroboros. We're not going to do that. We're just going to try a bunch of new cards. So yeah, let's get into it. So first we've got Kinsbaile, I don't know how to say that, Aspirant. You get a 2/1. You have to behold a Kithkin, so you need a high Kithkin count, which we have. And when a creature enters play, it's +1/+1 until end of turn. So that's not limited to once per turn, so this thing can get really big if you can get multiple bodies down. Figure of Fable is like a figure of destiny. You just get to sink mana into it and make it bigger and better. It's also a 1-drop Kithkin. Celestial Reunion, which can tutor all of our different Kithkins. You even have some 1-ofs to get off of it. I'm not sure how important this card is going to be or how good it's going to be, but again, new cards. We're trying to cover as many as we can. Kinscaer Sentry. First strike lifelink is already a pretty good start for a 2/2, and then when it attacks, you get to put Kithkins into play from your hand for all your things that are attacking. So this card looks powerful in a lot of different places, but why not try it in Kithkin if we're getting started here? We got Bristlebane Battler. This is like an experiment 1 type of card. It's just a beatdown thing that grows when you cast more creatures. So not that difficult to get it to 6/6 if you have a relatively low curve. We got a bunch of 1s and 2s. Have a Duelin Weaver. This is something we can get off our Celestial Reunion and just like a grindy card. If you have 3 or more creatures in play, you can pick up one of your permanents. Eclipsed Kithkin is sort of like the glue. It's going to help you hit your land drops. It's going to help you find the Kithkins you want. And then it's just another 2-drop in your curve. Thoughtweft Lieutenant, similar to the 1-drop, except for you get to grow other things. Give trample. Brigid, I guess is how you say that. Which is, 2 bodies, 3/2 with a 1/1's not a terrible rate for a 3/3, and then it can flip to give you a bunch of excess mana you can spend on some of your more expensive spells. We've got Ajani, new Planeswalker, that pluses for Kithkins, can blow up tap creatures. Pretty strong card all around. I think it makes sense to try in a Kithkin deck, obviously. And then this is a Reclamation Sage that's a shapeshifter or changeling, so it's always going to be a Kithkin, tutorable. Mutable Explorer gives us a Mutavault, 4 more beatdowns. Maybe not the best card to play, but again, new card. And then Brigid's Command can copy our Kithkins, or in some cases, our Mutable Explorer. And then just help with beatdowns, more bodies on the board, and then it's a fight spell. Finally, we have Champion of Clachan, which we can get off of our Reunion without having to pay the Behold cost, but this is just like a Flash Lord. Grows all your Kithkins. Kinbinding is another way to make Kithkins. This doesn't have to go into a Kithkin deck, but pretty powerful 5-drop. So if you can make multiple bodies, you can just like one-shot your opponent. Slumbering Walker. A lot of our Kithkins are pretty small. Just a value card. This card looks relatively powerful. I know it's a 5-mana card in like the Legacy-esque 3-year standard format, so it's probably not going to make the cut. But the unsummon that a lot of people play is at least sorcery speed, so hopefully you can use this to pick something up. It probably doesn't fit in the shell, but wanted to fit as many new cards as I could. And then finally we have Winnowing, which says it's convoke for 6. For each player, you choose a creature that player is controlled. Then each player sacrifices all other creatures they control that don't share a creature type. So this could potentially be a blowout, depending on what your opponent is playing and if you're playing a creature mirror or not. I'm not sure how good this card's going to be. This card might be like a best of 3 sideboard card, but yeah, we're just experimenting. Should be fun. Excited to give the new cards a try. And yeah, if you guys want the list, it will be in the description. Otherwise, I will see you all in the games. All right, we get to go first. Got all green mana, but 1 basic land turns our hand on. This is maybe greedy, but devs. Even if I find like a dual land that's not a plains, cast Abyss. I have 2. Plan on 2, so. Well. It's Reanimator stuff. Yep. Alright, we did not find the land. Well, shit. A great start. Here you go. We got trample and ward on this. No evasion. Give me a card that's worth playing. Like I did have a green-white token deck build. Alright, so Yeah, this deck's gonna be pretty annoying. Probably is already annoying if you play best one. I haven't played best one in like 6 months because it's kind of not the best. But yeah, this deck gets the green thing, so now you can just play the green 2/4, the World's card, and then discard your fatty, and then tutor your reanimate, which is disgusting. We just don't have a play, right? Yeah. Alright, let's just get out of here. I think we're gonna get reanimated anyway. Go again, go again. Opponent goes first. Keep my hand. Cast multiple spells. Llanowar Elf. Terrifying stuff. The Cub. Give the Cub card. Okay, well. Card will be pretty scary next turn. So I guess this doesn't... This is suiciding into 2/3? Doing it stays. This doesn't grow anything. Play this? Feels like we're playing 2-year standard and my opponent is not. that is how I would describe it. Yes. Wonderful. Yeah, cards. Opponent wisely choosing to go through 53,000 cards that are legal in standard and playing all of the best ones in the same deck. Who could have foreseen that happening in 3-year standard? Alright, so you still have 2/3 blocker. What is this? Gives me a bunch of mana that doesn't really matter. Doesn't just lay this guy down to be suicided. Don't think we can win. We're just dead next turn, right? Or whatever. Go, Kithkin, go! Strike my opponent. Oh shit, I just spent $150 on a shitty set. Alright, Orboroid, great. Wonderful. Tremendous stuff. That's Mockingbird. Oh, another one. Thank you. Good. Been going well. You dead? Dead on board? Do the math here. Okay, you have 4 blockers. You block. You take 0. Okay, is that lethal? Don't think so. GG. Shit. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Alright. See if we can get anything going. You go first. Love to go first. I will play... Okay. I should have... It doesn't matter. I'm taking a point here. I guess if I draw additional starting towns, this is potentially better, but... Alright. Mono red. It could be mono red, right? No problemo. So I'm going to get a 1/1. So it comes in tapped and attacking. Attacks you may put a creature tapped and attacking. Right? That's kind of annoying, actually, depending on what they play, but card seems good against mono red. Token copy, +3/+3, or fight. Yep. No blocks. Goodbye, friend. I want 4 mana. I guess it sucks I'm taking all this. This creature or another Kithkin enters. Every creature +1/+1 trample. Next turn we can level this up and cast this. Hopefully get enough mana on the flip that we can start Kinbinding. Maybe we can do both. Fight over the board. Fine. Oh, that is fucked up. That. Okay, sure. Oh no. This was our opportunity to not play against broken ass Badgerable Elf, and we're still getting cooked. You hate to see it. Alright, that gets me a 3. Do any of my 3s do anything? Alright, you get cast. Bubble this up now, I guess. Your turn. So this will flip. I'll get +2. We get to. You just get to 6 mana if I draw land. Bolt play now. I died of this dragon, right? I think just dead next turn. Crazy. Dead this turn. Okay, turn 4 kill. Right. Standard. Okay. Okay. GG. GG. Opponent goes first. I mean, this hand sucks, but whatever. Need tank our rating. Tank our rating until we play against other people that can't win. Turn 1 Pixie. Perfect. This is exactly the type of gameplay we need to win with kids. Okay. Playing where you play turn 1 Pixie. But like, I was gonna say it's like a blue-white deck. I'm gonna get Curiosity. Oh no! Wait, my opponent's just comboing. They're going apeshit. It's actually really cool. Wait, I'm actually dead. This is the nut draw. What the hell? And/or treasures. This is disgusting. Okay. We could stop this next turn. Double. I can't double it. Play this. Hold a Kithkin, your Kithkin. Be down for 2. And I can just get next turn if I need. Got a bunch of these. I don't know how good this card is. It's just not good. Doesn't seem great. I'm not even convinced that it's better than just plain hop to it. But so far, the Kithkins have not sold me. Like I said, it just. I mean, they do this a lot. They did it. They seem specifically good at doing this in universe, within universe sets, where it's like they're balancing and designing some of the archetypes for this reality that doesn't exist. Which is like, I don't know, when they made like the like 3-color cards in Dragons of Tarkir. It just gets to resolve. Okay. It's like the cards were cool, but like I don't know how you ever expect them to compete with the rest of your standard. Kind of how we're feeling on Kithkin so far. I don't know what my opponent's doing, but this is a cool card. I don't think I've ever had anyone cast this against me. I remember reading it during the spoiler season. I think I put it in some of my the green-white Gearhulk decks just to be able to get it. But... Oh, you stifled me. I mean, that's not a particularly effective play, I don't think. And you become a 4/5, sure. Cool. What now? Deep in the tank on whatever this is. Okay. Get bored. You want to draw a card? Probably. Put it away. Load down. Okay, cool. It's my turn. I will, so we can trade across here. I mean, we're just play this, get the bodies. Do I want trade here to happen? I care about activating this. Or how am I making this larger? It's more mana on the board. 4/3 gets to live. I could attack with 1/2 as well. So suicide here is 6. Yeah, there's no reason to attack with this one. Possible. I'm gonna say maybe it's the case that heck is that? Okay, opponent. So what? I get to flip. What does tap add the mana? Okay, great. X is the number of other. Okay, so I'm gonna get +3, so it's -1 +3, so it's +2. I can play more dudes first. And then can I guess I can have both of these in play if I flip this one because it has a different title. I assume that's how it works if I flip this and then cast this one. Alright, what do you got? Turn 1 wall. Cool deck. Hollowed Fountain. I guess that's why maybe this is exciting. The Hollowed Fountain deck's some of the worst mana bases. Yep. I wonder what their hand is that's making their decisions hard. Or maybe their dog is barking or some shit. I don't know. What's going on? Getting roped. Sure. Bodies. Bodies in the flyer. Yep. Here. We got the Air Temple and the Restless Prairie is way more pressure. If I draw land, I guess I can use the Brigid. Brigid? Why am I saying Brigid? Gotta be Brigid. Okay, we draw a dude. Do this because it seems the most fun. So now I can play this one. I don't think it'll let me roll. Get the bodies. Taking mana. Getting big. Oh, do I have to do the same one? If I do. Hit you for 7. Do I have other attacks? Not really. Alright, so we got a huge board. I should have taken a land. I'm kidding. Probably doesn't matter if this thing gets to live. I'm gonna have so much mana. But I should have probably taken a... If I get to activate either of these, I assume they're gonna die unless they have a sweeper. Block. Go untap. I've hold this. I wouldn't be that surprised if they had some sort of way to clear the board. Split up doesn't answer everything necessarily. Probably be good here though. I don't think they can actually flip this because they cloned it, so it doesn't have, like, the clone doesn't have a backside, so if they spend the mana, nothing happens. Yeah, that's actually what happened. Sure, fair enough. One of those, it's a paper card game first, so this doesn't work. Probably would work if playing a digital game. Assume they're dead. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be. We also have this thing putting one of these into play. I'm gonna have enough mana. So what? This is making 3, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, I'll have enough mana to activate both of these as well. I can even cast one of these first, I believe. I just cast off here. No, because it's only making all of the same color, which makes it awkward. Suicide the Grand. Try to find it out. Did you find it? Alright, we gotta win. Let's go. Kithkin. Kithkin OP. Best deck. GG. Alright, opponent goes first. I have a hand that is good enough. Painful, but I'm trying starting town with the Verges. Maybe I should have Multiversal Passage instead. Direct play Cavern. Card I don't think I have in my mana base. Be awkward casting certain spell like Ajani. Like I probably have to play Cavern over Forest and then Forest like no Forest and Air Temple worse. Alright, Allies versus Kithkin. I feel like Allies was just such a juiced archetype. I cannot imagine that the Kithkin cards have more power than what Allies got. Allies kind of got everything. It got a Thalia's Lieutenant. It got a like Cryptolith Rites on a stick. It got a Panharmonicon on a 3-drop. And the Avatar set was just so busted. We'll see though. I think we could probably win with certain draws. The card's also pretty insane. Probably better than any. What we've learned today by crafting these cards and playing this deck is that you, viewer at home, should not do the same thing I did. I don't know if it's worth the investment, I'll say. That's what the YouTube is for, right? I suffer so you don't have to. You get bigger. This card's pretty nice, right? The fact that it triggers off itself is a big deal. An okay beatdown, but they're gonna gain life. I don't think they play artifacts or enchantments, so drawing the one of this is not gonna do anything. And then this is pretty bad against a tribal mirror. So for each player, you choose a creature that player controls, then each player sacrifices all other creatures they control that don't share a creature type. So everything I pick is gonna be an ally, which means they're never gonna sacrifice it. So that's kind of unfortunate. The Panharmonicon, get your double life, draw your card. I think we're just dead. We're just probably dead. Letting me trade here. I don't think this is good for them, but take it. Oh no, this just saves it. I'm an idiot. My bad. Remember when I said they have everything? Well, they also have Selfless Savior. They have Selfless Savior. They have Soul Warden that draws cards. They have Panharmonicon. They have Thalia's Lieutenant. They got all the thing. Alright, well, my bad. Oopsies. Let's play this thing. I don't think you just can't beat this with a beatdown deck though without removal. No, maybe put some Shelter by Ghost, something like that in the deck. opponent. My hand is dead card, Kithkin. Your words. Alright, double airbend my shit. Well, that sucks. And gain 2, draw a card. Alright. I think it's time to call it. We tried. We tried Kithkins. Maybe we'll go back to the drawing board. We could rebuild it, try the best of 3. But what I think I'm going to tell you guys is don't play Kithkin. This shit is terrible. You know what? Maybe they rotate extra sets and then Kithkin's playable, but did not work out too well. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Anyway, hope you like seeing new cards in action, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.